Dale, can you give us a couple of tips from using your experience of how to get the wow factor in your HMO? Are there anything, I know we've had other landlords and investors talk about, you know, gadgets and gimmicks, and is there anything stand out that can give your property the wow factor and make it stand out from the, as you say, on spare room or when it's listed? How can we make that one the one that we want to rent or to buy?
Yeah, I think that a lot of, certainly in the HMO scene, a lot of landlords forget about the outside of the property.
Okay.
So you just turn up and it just looks like a bog standard house. I know a house is a house.
Yeah.
But obviously make sure it's clean. Maybe some hanging baskets, something a little bit nice.
Yeah.
On the inside, we always put sort of what I'd call a non-generic pictures in the communal hallway, something that perhaps no one's seen before. We've got some. We've bought orders on this morning. Actually, some cow art. It's like a. Cows drawn by crayons. It looks really smart, really bright.
I've seen that type of artwork.
Yeah, they look great.
Brilliant.
In the bedrooms, it's a bit like so last year now. USB ports on the plugs is a big one.
It still attracts people though, doesn't you? You say it's last year for investors, but it's still attracting the tenants, these little gadgets. It was something like a Netflix subscription is more attractive than an ensuite bathroom. They did, like, I read something like, you know, it's about thinking outside the box and being creative, and something that can cost, you know, Netflix subscription £7 a month, that can be the deal breaker almost for a tenancy.
Of course it can, especially for the younger tenants.
Yeah.
A lot of volume. They ask about the Wi-Fi. So what we've started to do now is kind of hardwire I don't know the official term, but hardwire the broadband into each room, so they can just plug the laptops into it.
Oh, that's good.
What I have seen of another landlord is they're sort of hardwiring a HDMI cable. So if you imagine that they download Netflix on the bed, they plug the HDMI in at the side of the bed, and then that just goes round to the other side of the room, hidden behind the walls, onto the TV. So I suppose it's aimed more at the, not so the techie people, everyone's got laptops these days, haven't they? But just to make your life easier within the space that you've got.
I do really feel that those types of, like say, little gadgets and gimmicks and trends and things like that, I do think they rent properties ultimately.
Yeah, of course they do,
if you've got, you know, you've got property which is, it's got the feature wall, it's got the cushions, and it's got the lamps and the USB port, and you've just, as you've said, you scroll through and see this box that's not anything done with it. Which one are you going to go and view, and which one are you going to sign up for? So, and
it's not a huge expense, especially if you're doing a back to brick refurb. If you're doing a light one, then maybe it is a bit of a mess around to put those kind of things in. But certainly where the internet's concerned, doing the hardwired stuff, it's really, really easy. It's just another couple of cables. And the tenants, and they just, there's no Wi-Fi route hanging around anywhere. It looks really, really nice. And the final one is just make it bright and airy and keep it clean. If you have we always have a weekly cleaner for our communal areas.
That's a great tip.
She cleans the rooms at an additional cost. We've one of our latest HMO that's just finished. Most of the tenants, in fact all the tenants in there now are doctors, so they sort of can clean the room when she comes around on a Sunday. So and they're happy at the service that's being provided. They've got everything they could ever need, and it's nice, and the feedback off them is great. And so if it works for people on a professional level, such as a doctor, then I'm pretty sure it can sort of work its way back down the ranks, so to speak.
Absolutely. Thank you.